Ah, yes, well, here's a leading question for you, or rather a leading question for me, Ryan Clarke. Bill Oddie. He didn't put that, it's just my address. What do you think is the biggest barrier stopping us making progress with conserving our wildlife? Whew. If I knew the answer to that question. There's lots of different answers. If I were to choose one to do with this country, I would say this government, without any doubt whatsoever. That nonsensical boast from Cameron that this might just be the greenest government ever has now proven 2 or 3 years later, whatever it is, that it's probably the ungreenest government ever. And if anything, they seem to me to be downright hostile towards wildlife and wild countryside, etc., etc. I could give lots of examples, but if I had to sum them up in 2 words, it would be ignorant and arrogance. And that means the ignorant bit is when scientists tell them one thing, as for example the badger cull, etc., and there's lots of other subjects here, and if they get the answer they want to hear, they say fine, and if they don't get the answer they want to hear, they ignore it. And that's exactly what happened with the badgers, for example. So, this country, this government, whether the next one will be any better, one can simply pray. Maybe it is the problem with politicians. But that, on a worldwide level, I think, what's the worst thing? Whether you can again do anything about it, I'm not sure. But I think corruption and criminality involving wildlife and the environment, etc., etc., is actually the biggest barrier, because we don't even know what's going on half the time. But whether it's trade in endangered species or tiger skins or elephant tusks, or whether it's the clearing illegally of chunks of rainforest, all those things are going on a level which is so huge. And this is absolutely true, that the value, if you like, of that kind of illegal traffic is second only to drugs. That's quite a thought. And I'm blowed if I know how we can actually stop that. We've got to encourage people to trying, though. I guess that's one of the answers.